Mic check, mic check. Welcome back, y'all. Welcome to the second half of the live stream. Dial in to the QR. We're going to give it a minute, let people show up, and then we're going to focus on dialing in Tommy's guide today. We just finished Boris's guide a little bit ago, and so we are now focused. Our next account, we're dialing in Tommy's guide. So we'll be taking notes, preparing for the rest of the week. It's a Steady Wins tournament, so dial in today is super important. We shot a negative 19 with Boris guides, which was exciting. Only a little bit to work on there. So let's see what we can do with Tommy when we get some viewers here. So we'll give it a couple minutes. Oh. Hey, Dumas, Tom, welcome, guys. Welcome back. We're just getting going here. This is a part 2 of the QR. We're going to be focused on Tommy's guide the entire round. We dialed in Boris's guide this morning. You can check out that video. We shot a negative 19 if you didn't see it. We got a little bit of work to do on there. But we got good notes. I feel great about 7 of the 9 holes. So that's not bad. We got Steady Wins this weekend or this whole week. So, you know, getting the dial in further fine-tuned will happen in the OR. Decided not to throw away an account over a miss on a par 3 when we dropped everything else. So negative 19 is a good place to start. Almost perfect. Not quite. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate everybody showing up. I love all the support I've been getting. Channel has been live now for 1 week. Tomorrow will be our 1 week anniversary of streaming. And thank you all. It's been great. I couldn't have asked for this to have gone better. We're just giving it a minute here. Letting people show up, get settled. Everybody grab a drink or water or coffee or something. This is my account that's in a new clan that I got the opportunity to join. I'll be damned. So I'm excited to do well for these guys. It's an honor to be here, and hopefully we can make up for the the 8th place we took in the last tournament on this account. This account did not do well on the back 9. Okay. Whew. What a day it's been already. All right. So our focus is Tommy's guide. This is pretty cool. So I signed up for the year package with Tommy, but it doesn't start till the 1st of August. So I messaged him personally, asked him if there was any way we could start with this tournament, even though our subscription hasn't started yet. And he very generously said we could. So we, a big shout out to Tommy. GolfClashTommy.com. Great place for resources, great place for free content. And then his link to his Patreon for his paid content. If you don't know Tommy, he's been around the game since the beginning. Class act, really great guy. Super excited to get to feature his guides. So, you know, that's where we're at with that. Hole 1 looks like it was designed by Franco. We've played a little bit of Franco on our Q9s. So what we're going to do today is we're doing an actual dial in of the guide. So we're going to be practicing, taking notes, trying to get every drop we can. Hopefully we can do at least a -19. The goal today is to get, you know, everything dialed in. And if we end up, you know, blowing it early, we'll just come back tomorrow. There's 3 days to qualify. So, you know, if we go live and we miss, you know, 2-3 holes, we'll probably just throw the account and come back tomorrow and do it again. Either way, we're going to get this guide dialed in. We're going to get as many drops as we possibly can. And we're going to go into the OR, hopefully, with great notes that enable us to try to come out on top on this tournament this week. All right. So, first shot, we are setting up with the Rocket. And thanks, Connor. Glad to have you back. Appreciate y'all. All right, we're setting up with the Rocket at P8 max rest, and we need the APOC B52 bag after that. So we need a P8, and then we are going to be using a P10 because Tommy, one of the things he does about his guides I like is that he'll put in how much shake per ball, and I like that. So he says P9 plus is completely slow. So let's figure out what we got. We need a side spin 2, win 10 minimum. And we're going to try to find a ball that we got a few of. There we go. We'll use that. All right. If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. And if y'all enjoy the content and feel like you can, I'd appreciate it. We are accepting donations for the channel. As it says, please help, not homeless, just need money for golf clash expenses. It's expensive, man. But you know what? We're not a paid channel, and we're doing this all out of our own pocket to try to build something for the community. So we all got a place to congregate, learn from each other, have fun, make fun of me for hitting greats, and just have a really good time. So shot structure, Rocket at P8 max rest, red ring to the left side of the red ring to the left side of the rough fairway. Max top spin, 1 left spin, just 1-to-1, a 0.4 ball left curl, max OP, slow needle, hit perfect. We're gonna do a behind the bunker rough check, straight behind the hole. Looks like the second cut of rough with the B52, and then we're gonna do 1.1 clicks, one top spin with 1 click extra, 1 left spin. We are putting the ball guide straight through center cup, about half a square, with the blue ring by the French fairway. We're gonna be doing a rock, kind of a bump off those rocks. And the notes for this says we're pushing into B52 range. Single greats are fine. Thank goodness. Somebody finally made a guide where single greats are fine. This is my kind of thing right here. And then P8 plus recommended for stable needle. Hey, Glory, welcome. Good to see you. Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Okay, so let's have a look here. Franco shot. First practice of the day. Now, I've only done Tommy's guides a couple times. I subbed initially when I first signed up. I started playing master tournaments, and I didn't do well. Guides have a learning curve, and it takes a little while to figure them out. At least it did for me. And then I subbed Tommy for a couple months last year, I think. But I just couldn't afford, at the time, I couldn't afford all the guides. So I had to give one up, and I've been with Boris since 2024. Nothing against Tommy. I just, was being loyal. So we're excited. I'm excited to have his guides for a year. This is going to be great. Going to get a chance to really get to know him, and the work that he puts in. All right, so let's get this first practice under. Let's make sure we got everything ready. All right, so we got our rocket bag. We're switching to APOC B52. All right, let's get this first practice going here. Okay. Hole 1. Practice. All right, so again, left side of the red ring by the left rough fairway. We're going to swap to the APOC max top, 1 left. So let's do that. All right, get that right where it should be. Swap to the APOC max top, 1 left. Swap balls. Should be a nice slow needle. Oh, I got to turn on the grids or we're going to have issues. All right, there we go. We want a nice straight pull if we can. And we're going to go 8-5. And there's no push up. Max OP. And we want it right there to the bottom tip of that triangle. Hit perfect. And we're going to go from there. Looking target yards 380 to 386. Excuse me. 386. We came out 366. What the heck? All right, so what are we going to do? We're not going to make the check at all. We're at plus 19. Well, we'll see if we can finagle this. All right. Blue. Plus, what did I say? Plus 19. All right, chart goes up to plus 12 at plus 5. It's plus 0.2 for every 2 yards. So we got 7 more. So that's going to be 13 will be plus 5. 6, that's plus 8. So we're going to try that. 7-9 is 7-2. So that's an 8 ring pull. And then we're just going to go center ball. And we're running out of time. That's okay. It's practice. All right, let's set it up and try it again. I don't know why we came up so short. It's really weird. All right, there we go. And we want to just be right to there. 7-4 is 6-7. 6-7, 6-7. Stupid kids. And what did I say we were? 8 rings. So 6-7, 8 rings is 7-5. So we're going to pull 7-5. And then center ball. And see if that works there. He does have a note on the guide for short drives. But we were even shorter than the short drive adjustment. So, yeah. I think we need to probably change the pull angle. I personally like Tommy's guys better. I think they're easier to read visually and explain things a little better in your opinion. Plus, being an Alby, you can get in on this clan package. Yep. Hey, Randy, welcome. Yeah, I did get into the clan package with Alba. That's how I ended up getting subbed. Great deal. It was amazing. All right, let's go back to our P8. Let's look at the drive, see what we pulled. I think we might have pulled 59. And we'll have a look and see. All right, thanks for the good luck, Randy. Welcome. Welcome, everybody that just showed up. We're trying to dial in Tommy's guide today. We're going to do our best here. Alright. So we did max top. One left. That's what we needed, right? Yeah. No push-up on the guide, so we didn't miss that. What are we pulling? Oh, look at that. Oh, my God. How much? Oh, we adjusted a little bit, but still. It looks like 01. I'm going to try to just straighten the guide, the ball into a straight 12 o'clock pull. That was a mistake. All right, let's get back to it here. We'll try it again. Tommy pulls with a flicker of 01. Thank you for that advice, sir. Appreciate you. Did not know that. This is Franco, though. So what does Franco pull with? I don't know. See, like, I know with I've been with Boris a long time. I know Tom pulls a flick of 59. Often. Very often. Not all the time. But I usually can grab a drop off of Tom's guide. Oh my God, did I go live? I freaking did. Alright. Well, guess what, guys? We're just going to have to go for it. Max top, one left. Accidentally went live here. And that. And we're going to get this time. I have a feeling. Alright, so we're going to try to straighten this out. There. That's better. Alright, 7, 5. And we want max OP, curl to right there. And we want to hit perfect. I hit a great right. Gosh dang. He does say single greats are fine, but I think that was a double. I don't know if we're going to be okay. Nope, we're not. Alright, well, shit. Excuse me. I mean crap. Franco favors 59. Alright, well, guys, we already screwed it up. We may not be dialing in this guide today. Alright, so there, where are we? We are at 70%. We'll do that at 0 at 85 at 70, and let's see if we can finagle the drop, we'll keep going. If we get a birdie, we'll keep going, whatever. Alright, so try to hit perfect. There we go. See if we can actually get the drop. I don't know if we will. I doubt it. No, we over adjusted. And we're back in a row. For the love of Pete. Alright. If we get par, we're definitely throwing it away and we're going to have to start tomorrow. That's just all there is to it. I'm not starting with a par. Alright, so here we go. The show must go on. Alright, hole 1. We don't know. I'm just going to put question marks by that. We didn't get to dial hole 1 in at all. I accidentally went live. Totally did not mean to. That's the crap that happens sometimes. So let's go back to the guide. Let's look at hole 2. And alright, so Tommy has us setting up with a basic wood. Or this is Paul's shot. I'm sorry, Paul's shot. So basic wood at P2 max rest. And we're swapping to the sniper bag. We're going to do 2.3 backspin. Max backspin with the beginning wood and a backspin boost 5 ball. And 3 right spin. It's a custom adjust. And then with the sniper. And then we got some wind angle clicks or curl. And circle break up. So we need to set up a bag with our basic wood. And we need a backspin boost 5 P2 if we got it. Alright, so we're in the same situation. I don't know that they made a backspin boost 5 P2. So we need at least 3 right spin. We got that one. That's the same ball we set up with in the other guide. And then what I'm looking for is a P2 that's got backspin boost and precision. I mean, we got that one, but that's only sight spin 5. There we go. We got 3 of those, so we can take a couple practice. We got 3 of those. All right, that'll work. That's going to make it easier. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to go in with our basic wood. We're going to set the spins really quick, swap to the P2. We're going to set up with the left side top of the blue right to the corner of the rock outlet, jutting out into the rough, and at max rest. And then we are going to swap to the sniper bag, and we are going to assess the wind angle, add any clicks of curl we need after we adjust. The note, he says, we aim using basic wood. If having backspin boost 5 ball, you can set exact backspin amount with the basic wood before swapping bag. Can only swap to a P0 ball once you've swapped a sniper. Don't forget the up. Alright. Alright, here we go. I am sorry about that first hole. That sucks, but you know, it's a long week. So we got a lot to do. All right, let's get into a practice with this and see what we got going on here. Paul's shot. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Team Tommy. All right. So I'm going to jump in here. I'm going to set spin, swap to the P2, and then we're going to get that landing position correct. All right, and we need all the back, all the right, and we're going to swap to the P2, and then here's the landing position. Oh, here's the landing position. We want the blue ring right there at the edge of that. Make sure we got the right spin still. We do. Swap into a P8. Sniper bag. Want to assess that wind angle. We are in blue, and 8-2 is 2 clicks to left. 8-2 is an 8-9 adjustment, and we need center ball and 2 clicks to left curl. So center ball, 2 clicks left, hit perfect. Let's see if we can. Oh, I forgot the circle break up. Gosh dang it! All right, that was a waste. You know, if you don't follow the guide, there's no point in practicing. Let's try that again. Don't have a ton of balls to use on this account, so we're going to have to get this dialed in. Hopefully quick. Alright, we forgot the circle break up. That's my fault. Happens. Alright, let's go back here. Alright, let's redo. Going in for the second practice. Don't go live this time, Jason, for the love of God. One time I did that twice or 3 times in one QR. I had to give up the whole QR. I was so upset. Because I did it. I was just like, this is stupid. I'm not even doing what I need to be doing. Alright, here we are. And our setup spot is going to be right there. We're going to swap to the sniper, and we're going to assess the wind angle. And let me see here. We are at, looks like blue again. 7-8 is 2 clicks to left. 7-8 is an 8-4 adjustment. All right, 8-4. Circle break up. 2 clicks left. And we hit it great. I need to slow down. Clearly. I feel like I'm rushing suddenly. All right. We're going to have to obviously give it another practice. I'm going to grab a drink of water real quick. All right. If we miss this whole live, we're not going to finish this account. Just FYI. So let's try it again. I can't really say it's a good idea to start off with 2 missed drops on a steady wins tournament. Because, you know, things could come down to QR. You never know. This is my first time really trying to dial in a Tommy guide. So, I'm not like, you know, it's my first time. It's gonna take a little bit of practice to get used to a new guide. So let's see where we are here. 8-2, we are in yellow. 8-2 is no adjustment. We have 8-2 is 8.9 ring adjustment there. And then we want just circle break up. And we just want to hit perfect. There we go. Let's see what we got for result. Looks like we're missing right. Or left, I mean. And he says miss left, increase 01. So, okay, that's a starting place. It's a starting place. So, what we'll do is, now that we've actually completed the shot on the 3rd try, we'll go ahead and look at our replay, figure out what we pulled exactly, and see where we need to adjust. And then we're going to have to go live because I'm running out of balls already. All right. Setup spot was good. Okay. Speed to the hole was good, so everything else was pretty straight. What did we do here on the hole? We had an 01 flick, it looks like to me. So he says missing left, increase 01. What we could do is actually just add 0.1 to the adjustment. Because the wind's blowing that way, we can add 0.1. We can try, yeah. I think if we added 0.1 to the adjustment, we would have dropped center cup with that same pull angle. So we're going to try that. Alright, here we go. You think I was in the red? You know what? I was in the red. Lord of the dance. Never mind. We're just gonna try to read the damn guide correctly. Lord, I'm having a moment. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate you, Mr. Dumas. All right, Lord, why are we having a moment already? Okay, we're gonna pull that exactly the same way. We're going to go live because I'm running out of ball stock for this hole. And I think we got it if we read the chart and wind angle correctly. Yeah, if we would have had the clicks to right curl, that would have dropped. So, no wonder our miss left. Yeah, it is different reading a new to me guy, that's for sure. I'm not being hard on myself, guys. Mistakes happen. You know, and like you're saying, I'm new to the guide. Entirely new to the guide. So I'm not upset that we're struggling a little bit. I'm not mad at myself. I don't think I suck. I think that it's a new guide. And, alright, so we are in, I think, yellow. And 8-3 has no adjustment. 8-3 is 9 rings. Couldn't ask for a better live number to pull. And we just need circle break up. And to hit perfect, and we should be good to go. And we hit it great. Jesus. All right, I think that's it for this guy. QR today. Yep. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for being understanding. We are not going to continue with the dial in after missing the first 2 holes. Doesn't make sense. Well, what we could do, we could try to dial in the holes, but the thing is I don't have a ton of balls on this account. If I went through and played all the holes and dialed them in and purposely ran a triple bogey back to back or something on the last couple, I would just waste a bunch of balls I really don't have the ball stock for. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to come back tomorrow morning, 8:30 a.m. We're going to start over, and we're going to get this guy dialed in. So I appreciate you guys coming out. Sorry it's so short today. Obviously, we can't go into the QR with a bad card to begin with. That just doesn't make sense. I appreciate you guys' support. Do free to play. I mean, I could, but I don't want to have a bad score. Tommy does have free to play shots for every hole. But I think what we'll do is we'll come back tomorrow morning and we'll give it a go. We'll dial in this QR. I mean, that's why there's 3 days. But I appreciate y'all coming out and hanging out with me. We'll get it figured out. What does a free-to-play shot like this on this one look like? 1 back, 3 right with a wind 8. That's not bad. 2.5 back, 3 right. Swap to the Guardian. Well, I tell you, maybe we'll do free to play tomorrow. But yeah, I'd like to give this guy the attention it needs, and because it's my first time doing it. So we'll come back tomorrow. We'll get after it, and I'll see you guys 8:30 a.m. Okay. Have a great day, y'all. Be safe out there. We're going to be back at 4 p.m. To do the Q9s for the day. So we'll talk to y'all soon. Bye-bye. You can dial in practice and FF. What's that? You can dial in practice and what? Oh, you're talking about going and practicing the holes, free to play, and then dialing them in that way. I thought if you went in to the tournament and went into practice, it wasn't the same wins. Oh, and forfeit live. Oh, I got you. Oh, smart. Okay. Well, let's freaking do that then. Might as well. We're here. All right. So his first shot, hole 3, is a shot by Franco. We need APOC and a B52. And we are going to go P10, no move target, move 2 rings to the right, max top spin boost, 1 left spin, adjust 1-to-1 and push up according to wind angle. And then we'll be switching to the B52 on the approach. The reference will be the top white rough check with the rough fairway. Ball guide pointing at the hole. And then we're going to set up 4 top, 2 left, and set the ball guide 1 green square short of the hole as pictured, favoring left edge if anything. Thank you for the advice. That gives us a chance to look at the other holes and kind of get ahead of the game a little bit. Alright. Power. Top span. So we need a wind 6. Top spin boost 10. And we can use that. And then we need a P2 plus side spin 4 plus wind 10 on the approach. I know realistically I got Some balls I got a bunch of what we can use. But not always the right ones, you know what I mean? So we can use this piece of crap there. Actually, I got 10 of those, but I got 16 of those. And we need a side spin 4, so that'll work. Alright, let's have a look at it. Thank you for telling me about that. I didn't think to practice and then forfeit live to get to the next hole. Alright, every time I look at your name, Dumas, I think it says dumbass. So your last comment is dumbass forfeit. I love that. I'm like, well, okay, rude, but fine. Alright. So let's work on our dial-in. Get what we can so tomorrow's better. So let's go in here to hole 3. And we are going to go practice here. This shot's designed by Franco. Ouch. Hole 3. Franco. And so no move target. Move 2 rings right. We're going to go yellow to yellow. That's 2 rings. And then we are giving it all the top spin. 1 left spin. We are adjusting 1-to-1 and pushing up based on the wind angle. You guys said Franco favors a 59 flick. So we're going to add that. And that looks like we are in red. So at 11, we're going to push up 2.4. So there's 1 and 1. That's 10 and 1. And then we got to push up 2.4. And then we are just going max OP and hitting perfect. Hi, Bart. Welcome. Good job. Yeah, I like that. I like that, Dumas. Thanks, Bart. Glad you're here. I did shoot a -40. What do you know? I don't know if I'm allowed to be called Mr. -40, though, because I'm not really there yet. I've only done it once. All right, so we're at plus 11. We want to swap balls here and go 4 top, 2 left. And then we want to set up 1 square short of the pin. Center cup, so right there. We were at plus 11, which is plus 4 to the chart. We got a little 59 flick there. 7-8 is 8-9 plus 4 is 9-3. So we're going to go there. And there's no other adjustments. We're hitting center ball and hitting perfect. Oh, yeah, for real great guides by Bart last tournament. All right, let's see what we got. And center cup drop. Okay, guys, that went really good. Nice shot, Franco. Really nice shot. I would say the note I would make about this shot right now, just looking at it one time, is that it's got a semi-shaky needle. I noticed playing Franco's Q9s that when it says slower needle, not slow needle, it's still shaky in my opinion. So my notes for this hole are going to be semi-shaky needle, semi-shaky drive, and then on approach as per guide. Alright, APG. That shot went really well. Nice drop. Yeah, man, Bart's guides almost saved my, almost got me to -41 to win the tournament. All I needed was to drop that dang last hole 18 condor, and Bart was here coaching me. Man, I thought we were going to freaking do it. So, but we came up a little short right, so it was all right. Let's go in here, hole 3. We want to change balls so we don't waste a ball by forfeiting. I don't know if that happens or not, but I always change to the white ball when I'm going to forfeit a hole. Alright, so we're going to go in here. We're going to go into our hole 3, hit play, and we're going to forfeit. Dumas, thank you for the advice about forfeiting and playing in practice mode. I honestly never thought of that. I would have just given up and started over tomorrow, which would have put me really far behind. So thank you. That was really awesome advice. Alright, so here we are. Hole 4. Oh my goodness, look at that. We have a -1 after 3. We're doing great. Alright, hole 4. We want to take a look at hole 4. Alright, so we're going to be at the quarterback. Excuse me. This shot's designed by Franco, first off. We're going to be quarterback at the P8 min, 2 back and 1.2 right, 4 clicks are right. And then we want to aim with the ball guide dead center. The cup about, it looks like 3 squares through. And then we got some clicks of curl in the wind angles. We got 4 wind angles to assess. And he says in the notes, we are counting clicks past 1 right spin to be as accurate as possible. Pack a sniper for a firm min line. So let's have a look at that. Hey, Jackie, good to see you. Hey, Mark, thank you. Welcome back. We had a trouble with hole 1 and 2, so we learned today. We learned something new. We learned we could go in and practice to dial in and forfeit the hole live and keep going. So that's what we're doing today. We're trying to figure this out. We need a 0 to 8 side spin 3+, so we're just going to use that ball again. We need a P8 to set up at. And then we need our quarterback sniper bag to find min line correctly. Alright, so this shot is going to be setting up the spins first. And then being really careful with that 0.2 clicks of right. It's 4 clicks. And then getting that ball guide through the hole at the min line, swapping balls, assessing the wind angle, pulling our rings, and adding any tweaks. And alright. Sounds complicated, but I bet you it's not as hard as I think it is. Probably easier for you guys. Alright, so here we go. Hole 4, right into practice. And let's start. 2 back, 1.2 right. Okay. So let's get the 2 back on. And then we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4 there, and we'll get down to the min line, and we're gonna run that ball right straight through center cup. We're gonna swap out to our P10, and we're gonna look at the wind angle here. We are in red. At that wind speed, we need 1 click of left. It's a 5/6 adjustment. And center ball. Okay, 1 click left. Hit perfect. And let's see what happens. We'll be able to adjust from there if we don't get the drop. Not bad looking. We just missed right. So missed right, he says increase 01. So let's have a look. I'm going to start notes for this hole. Franco. Alright, and let's look at our replay. Franco, hole 4, set spins accurately. And then let me go look at the wind angle I pulled and see what I need to do from there. Alright, here we are. And here's our most recent replay. Okay, watch. So We are setting our spins. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, we move back. So we're at 4. Ball guide dead center cup, which we are. And let's have a look here. Okay, what pull angle did I pull? So it looks like I had 01. That looks like 01 to me. Missing right, increase 01. How much freaking 01 did he pull on this? I was in the red. Well, we're going to have a look at it anyway. And we just barely missed right. So, let's see. Which way is the wind blowing? Back towards us and to the left. So, if I subtract 0.1 from the... if I subtract 0.1 from the adjustment, that should put us center cup, I believe. We're going to try that and see. We're going to try to pull the same pull angle. Alright, so pull 4, practice. Yeah, thanks for coming and being here for my first time ever trying to dial in a Tommy guide. I have used them before, but I've never ever tried to dial them in because I've only been dialing in guides for about I would say 2.5 months. Oh wait, what are we doing? Alright, so we're gonna set up center cup, right? Yep. And we're gonna swap the ball. And we're gonna move here. And we had, I believe, just a little flick of 01. We are in blue. 7-3 is 1 clicker right. 7-3 is 5-6. So we're going to just do 5-5. And then we're going to add 1 clicker right curl. Center ball. And 1 clicker right. Hit perfect. And we hit great. Gosh dang it. I rushed myself a little bit on that. Alright. And okay. Weird that we missed right when we hit great right. That's always so strange. Alright. Well, let's try it again. I think subtracting that 0.1 from the adjustment was the right thing to do. We're going to do it and we're going to hit perfect. And then we'll know for sure, won't we? All right. All right. And let's have a look-see. All right. 2 back. 1.2 right. P8 min. Ball guide center cup. Nope, we're off. There we go. Swap balls. Okay, assess the wind angle. Alright, and we want just I think just a little more. And we are in red this time. 7-8 is 2 clicks to left. 7-8 is a 6-2 adjustment. So we're going to only do 6-1. 2 clicks of left curl. So center ball, 2 clicks left, and I ran out of time. Alright, we'll set it up again. That's what practice is for. We didn't waste a ball. Alright, go back to our P8. 2 back. 1.2 right. And we'll get it this time here, hopefully. Center ball, center cup. Alright, we'll go there. I think I just had a little fit. There we go. And we are in red still. 7-7 is 2 clicks of left curl, 7, 7 is 6, 1. So we're just going to adjust 6 rings. And we're going to give it 2 clicks of left. Center ball. 2 clicks. Hit perfect. See if that gets us where we got to be. Alright, and I like the camera angle. We're going to be close. And we got the right side drop. So taking 0.1 off for my pull is the right move. I would take from that. Dropping right side would mean that we still didn't have quite enough 01 for center cup. But we did get the drop there. So I think on hole 4 here, I'm going to write subtract 0.01 and a 1201 favor. Maybe not a full flick, but maybe just a favor there. And I think that hole looks pretty good. So we're going to move on. We're going to go in here. Switch our roll first. I don't know if it wastes balls when you forfeit, but if it does, I'd rather not. Oops, wrong one. Hold this. Okay. Go in here, forfeit, and we'll go on to hole 5. Oh, no, I don't want to play the damn thing. Oh, yeah, I do. What am I doing? Lord of the dance. All right. So far, I feel good about hole 3. I feel good about hole 4 here. So that's a start. So let's look at hole 5 on the guide. Hole 5 is, looks like it is a Apocalypse. Oh, I'm sorry. It's a, well, we're going to set up with a rock at P4 max rest. So we need the rock. We need, hey, look at, we can use one of these 312 katanas I have. Because somebody, we won't mention any names, happened to buy a bunch of katanas. I wonder who that could have been. So we need a P6 side spin 8 wind 8 plus. So let's have a look-see here. P6 plus side spin 8. Wind 8 or better. No. Oh, I hate this ball. We can use that one. Okay. I hate that ball because it's small. Alright. So, here's what we're doing. Rock at P4 max rest. Clear ring by the rough on the right hand side. We're going to swap to the APOC thorn bag. We're going to put on 1.1 or 2 clicks over 1 top spin and 4 right spin. We're going to adjust 1 to 1. We're going to give it 1 ball right curl and circle drop OP. We're going to hit perfect. And then we're looking for 337 to 341 target yards. With the thorn, we are going to do a top blue fringe fairway check. And then we're going to add 5 top spin, 1 left spin. We're going to put the ball guide 1 square through the hole. And then we are going to adjust according to table and our check. It says on the notes, crosswind. We play a simple setup using a thorn on approach. Side spin 8 ball can be helpful to set spins on drive. You can also pin a side spin 2 ball to use to set your approach spins if you like. I think I can set 5 and 1 pretty quickly. I don't need to really worry about that. But that level of detail is nice. That's a lot of advice for one hole in a guide. I like that. Okay. Let's get after it. All right, so We're going to start with the rock at P4 max rest. Clear ring to the right, rough at fairway. 1.1 top, 4 right. And then 1 ball right curl. Now you notice the difference right now that I noticed first thing is that Ankit went for it, and this we don't have a send it option on this hole, so that's interesting to me. We are going 8-3, and I don't know. I know Tommy's still on vacation, so I don't know if this is how things usually go, but it's interesting anyway. All right, 1 ball and circle drop OP. And then we're going to have to hit perfect. And I hit a great left. That's what I do. Welcome to my channel. If you didn't know that already, that I hit great lefts. And stay out of the rough so we can have a second shot. And it did. All right, 337 to 341. We're at 338. Going to do a top blue fringe fairway check. Puts us at +4. We're going to add 5 top, 1 left. Okay. We're going to set this ball up 1 square through the hole. We were at a +5 or 4, which is +1 to the guide. We were at 8-4, so +1 is 4-5. Nice, easy adjustment. Here's some advice that Anthony gave me, was to not pull to the center bullseye, to pull to an actual position on the rings, because you get a more accurate pull. And I really appreciated that advice, because I was pulling to the center bullseye, and my pulls, I think I was over pulling a lot, and that's what was causing a lot of my frustration and misses. So this shot is really just as per guide. It's super simple. Tush did a great job setting up this shot. Let's look at the replay so we can get some notes for the hole. And I feel positive about that. Really nice shot by Tush here. And let's have a look. All right, so on the drive, we're going to play Tush. On the drive, just see if we need to make any notes other than as per guide. Okay, clearing there. Oh, the note we can make is great left, okay. We'll put single. Single, great left, okay. And I think we pulled pretty straight, but let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I think we did pretty well with the straight pull there. So 12 o'clock pull on drive. All right, let's exit. Let's look at the approach. Oh, I didn't know about Franco's video. Yeah, actually, Anthony, I can't pronounce his name. He plays the ZZZ's accounts. Messaged me after a stream and asked me if I would be interested in some advice. And I absolutely jumped on it because he's such a high caliber player. And it looks like on here we have pretty straight pull as well. Straight pull on the approach. So I absolutely jumped on the conversation. I wanted to hear what he had to say. And he explained how he pulls rings. And I had been wondering for a little while if I was pulling correctly, pulling to center, because of that green inner ring, right? That green inner ring has to measure something. But I couldn't, I don't know. I just couldn't figure it out. And I didn't think to ask anybody. I was just trying to figure stuff out. And then he said that to me, and I was like, I have been thinking about that. And since he said that to me, I shot that -40. I started practicing what he told me the next day. And then I dropped 15 straight on that round. So his advice was amazing. And what a nice guy. Really, what a nice guy. So thank you, Anthony, for that. All right, we're moving on to hole 6. And it looks like we got to send it here. So I'm excited about this. I love send it. YOLO, baby! All right, so what we need is a P10. We're going to set up with a P6. And then we are going to switch to holy crap, this is going to be a really slow needle. Nice. Okay, this might be interesting. So we're going to set up with a P6, but we want a 5 top spin boost, half right spin on the ball. And it says we can use P6 or higher. P10 has the slowest needle. So we're going to see what we got for, there we go. Oh, we only have 9 on that. So we got 1 there, got 1 there. We got 6 there. We'll use that ball. We need a P6, so we'll use that. All right, so here's what the shot looks like. We're going to set up at P6 max rest, red ring on the left side by the rough fairway. We're going to swap balls, apply all the boost and half a right spin. We're going to adjust 1 to 1, and then we are going to push up based on wind speed. Then we are going to give it max OP and 2.25 balls of right curl, or right curl to the outside line of the triangle on the shot circle. So the very outside of that triangle. And then we're going to look for a perfect. He says it's a YOLO. This is a Paul shot, sorry. He says it's a YOLO blast to the green area. There will always be risk for ending up in the rough sand on shots like this. Be prepared to adapt. Well, if we are nothing, we are adaptable. And so we could end up with a putt. We could end up with a wedge. So let's set up our wedge. EB School, P10 plus 20. If we wanted to live, we could swap to greater precision. Yeah, it's that Anthony. Yeah, he's amazing. I had heard that. I didn't know if that, I didn't see the video, but I had heard that the rings were slightly different size. But what the advice I got in, Boris's chat from Tom was that the most important thing, is really pulling across yellow every time. So that's the advice I got from him. And that is one. Oh, I see what you're saying. That's one reason Tommy says to pull from one or two or from a certain ring. Okay. Okay. That makes sense. Maybe I'll start doing that. Maybe I freaking won't. Sometimes I don't listen. All right. You know, it took me over a year and a half to start taking notes. And it took me that long to win a gold medal. Because my friend suggested it and I didn't do anything about it. That's because, you know, nobody said I was really smart. All right. So let's try this shot out. Let's see what it's about. And it looks like a pretty cool send it with a pretty slow needle. So I'm excited about that. All right. Let's go into practice. Let's have a look. This could be a really easy albatross here. And, you know, maybe hopefully we don't need to save it. That'd be cool to put it on the green. All right. Pretty simple shot setup here. What the hell? Hole? What? What hole am I on? Oh my God. I was looking at the wrong hole. Crap. Wait a minute. Oh, I didn't forfeit. I'm like, I just played this hole. There we go. Forfeit match. We were moving on to hole 6. I already have notes for hole 5. That's funny. Always pull across yellow unless noted. Sometimes during a push-up, Tommy will say, can only push up one time over yellow. Yeah, Boris does that too, so I am used to that. Or they'll say, don't push up over yellow. What happened? I thought I forfeited hole 5 just now. Did I not? I didn't. Okay. Maybe I didn't. What the heck just happened there? That was weird. Could have swore I just forfeited this. Alright. Yeah, you know, honestly, about that whole pulling across yellow thing and doing all that, pulling from certain pulling from certain rings. I've asked people about that a few times, and I've gotten some kind of mixed, you know, advice. Some people have said, you know, hey, I don't think it matters what ring you pull from. That's Boris had mentioned in his chat, basically that the accuracy of the ring pull over yellow is more important than pulling from clear or pulling from blue. So I've heard both. And so I don't, you know, as a new player, I'm not sure. Hey, no, don't apologize, man. I appreciate the conversation. Seriously, thank you. I do. I appreciate it all. It's seriously important to me. Don't apologize. Please offer all the advice you got. We're here to learn. You know, we're here to get better. And I am learning. I'm new. All right, hole 6. Let's do this. Send it. Yeah, don't apologize. I appreciate you being here, and I appreciate you interacting and giving advice. Because it's not just me you're talking to, you know? All right, setting up P6. Red ring to the left rough fairway line. Then we're swapping to our wind 0. We're giving it all the top, 0.5 right. We are adjusting 17 rings. And then the wind 17-0, we're pushing up to plus 12. Oh my goodness. All right. And we're at plus 12. And then we're going to give it max OP, and we're going to come out right to the edge of that triangle. And we want to hit perfect. There we go. And let's see what happens. This shot's designed by Paul. Thank you, Paul. Good shot. And we are golden. No, we're not. Dang it. Needed a, I mean, we had a pretty decent wind. That's kind of a bummer. I didn't want to get stuck in the rough again. Alright, so we're going to come up to here. Let's see. Boy, look at that. Alright. We're going to go right there. And give her a go. And we hit a great left. That's not going to drop. Oh, it did. Ha! How do you like that? And that's how you rescue, by the way. Duh. You just hit a great left out of there. Offset it to the cup. Yeah. Line up off. Hit great. That is my professional advice. It works 50% of the time. It works every time. So, the send it. Pretty simple as is. With any send it, you're going to need to be able to rescue. Every time. So my advice on this hole for Paul is pin precision for rescue. And that's what we'll do there. Also, pull to the top of the plus yards. Yep, you know what? And when I was pushing up, the take a shot button was in my way. I should have zoomed out a little bit and got to the top of the plus yards. You are correct. That is a great point to make. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to write down pull to top of plus yards. All right. Let's move on to hole 7. All right. This is a shot by Franco. We are going to be setting up at P4 max stretch with the rocket. Red by the left fringe, the fringe green. And then we want 1 backspin, 1.5 right spin. And we're going to adjust 1 to 1. And then we got a couple wind angle tweaks. But we're going to be playing with the rocket the whole way. Yeah, they're not perfect, but they are fun. I love a YOLO. I do. I am a YOLO fanatic. Sometimes I shouldn't be playing them. Like, I need to drop for sure to win. Or, you know, whatever. But I'm going to play them anyways. Because I'm addicted to Send It. I don't mind admitting it. So, first thing we need here is a side spin 3 ball. And we need that to set our spins. And then we're going to need a P4, win 10 or better. Well, we want to do it with a P4 because we're doing P4 max stretch. So we'll find that ball here just a second too. Let's get us a side spin 3 ball to set our spins with. First order of business. All right, we got, hey, look, 69. Nice. All right. We're going to set spins with that. Okay. And then we need a P4, side spin 4, win 10, minimum. Man, great advice about doing this in practice and dialing this in. Really smart. That works. All right. Let's see what we got for P4s here. Okay, so we got that precision. We got 29 of those. We got 37 of those. We got 74 of those. Nice. We'll use that ball. All right. So, first order of business on this shot is going to be setting our spins. We want to set our spins with the side spin 3 ball because that's the easiest. Then we're going to swap to that P4. And we are going to go P4 max stretch. Left side of the red ring to the fringe green line at max stretch. We're going to let the drop back. Make our 1-to-1 adjustment. Assess the wind angle. Add any tweaks. And see if we can get the drop here. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of what I was thinking was going to be cool, is that we could take the best shot from each guide and put together a strong weekend round that way. I think this first week, I'm just going to play one account Tommy, one account Boris. But I think in the future, that's probably what I'll end up doing, is kind of combining the best of the best and then seeing if I can put up a super good score with it. Don't know if we can, but we'll give it a shot. All right. So here's our goals. Man, like I said, the last couple seasons have been a big change for me. I've really started putting in a ton of effort, and I think that I want to get back to the community that's helped me all these years and create this channel and a place that we can all hang out, have some fun. All right, let's try it again. We're going to subtract 1 from the adjustment this time with that same pull, which looked like my standard pull, to be honest. And hopefully we'll be good to go. All right. Let's see here, P4. And max stretch, we're looking for the red to be right there. And then we want to assess the wind angle here. And there. And we are in yellow again. 7-3 is 7-3. So we'll go there. We want to do it. I'm going to do one less. 7-2. Because that's what I said I was going to do. And center ball. Hit perfect. See what happens. Alright. Oh, I like the camera angle. That might be a drop. Nope. Missed right. So I think we're going to look at the pole angle now. I love the notes that Tommy gives. The helpful hints. Forest guides have some too. But Tommy seems to go a little bit further. One of these days I need to see Gracie for real. She's adorable. Oh, thanks you guys. Yeah, I don't have a webcam. And so, and you know, my grandmother always said I had a face for radio. So, you know, I don't really think that sharing my camera, I mean, maybe if it was just Gracie the entire stream, but, you know, I'm an ugly mug. I'm surprised my wife sticks around, to be honest. Alright, let's see here. Let's look at the wind angle we pulled, because I think the -1 to adjustment is the right call, but I think, I messed up the pull angle a little bit there. Yeah, see, I'm not in his Telegram yet until the my subscription starts. So, unlike Boris, whose Telegram I'm in, I can go watch videos of the shots and figure it out a lot faster. This is right now, this is me literally blind. I don't know the guide. I don't know the guide maker very well. I'm just trying to dial it in just straight blind. So it looks like we pulled 59 on that. I will be in the Telegram, you know, once I get my subscription going on the 1st. So, oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I love puppies. I love puppies. I love cats too. I like all animals. I just think they're great. Oh, we don't want to play this live. I want to practice this. All right, so I think what we need is a 12 o'clock pull, subtract 1 from the adjustment, and our wind angle tweaks. I think we should drop that. So we're going to give it a shot. And definitely it's not my typical 59 that I usually pull with Boris. So I'm learning here, slow but sure. All right, there we go. And now let's see. Oops, let me straighten out my pull. Oh, that's 01. All right, I think that'll be good. We are in yellow. 8-2 is 8-2. So I'm going to pull 8-1. And we are going to give it center ball. And we're going to see if we can hit perfect. Oh my god, that came off. That came off the fringe bar. I think I had OP on it. Excuse me, sorry. Okay, that was not a good shot. So much like Boris's guide, we're having a little trouble dialing in 7. It's a tough hole. So, so far, what have we tried? We tried straightening out the wind arrow, the pole. We tried subtracting 0.1. And I think on that last attempt, I think straightening out the wind arrow too far got us too close to the edge of the fringe for the guide to actually work properly. It's all about improving. That's right. It sure is. I just want to get better. You know, shooting a personal best live on stream was probably the coolest thing that's ever happened to me in this game. And I'd like to continue it. Dude, I get such a rush in the middle of all that I literally, by the end of the stream yesterday, I was shaking. My wife celebrated with me because she really supports the hobby and the channel. It was super awesome. So, yeah. Man, that was just such a rush. That was so cool. First time I actually felt like a grown-up player. Well, next to the 239s I shot on the same day. That was pretty dope. I didn't do that live, though. But you know you're dialed in when you shoot 239s on the same tournament with 2 separate accounts. Alright, right there. And then, so, I think right there, 7, we're still in, now we're in blue, two clicks left. 7-9 is 7-9, so we're going to pull 7-8. And we are going to give it, get back there, and we're going to give it 2 clicks left curl. So center ball, 2 clicks left, hit perfect. See what happens. Yeah, we could try the wind 8 shot next for sure. But I just dropped this one. What's up? What's up? We ain't trying the wind 8 shot. We can absolutely try the wind 8 shot. You said you dropped it first looks and hit great live. Yeah, that sounds like me. Hey, just FYI and a little heads up. You guys are not supposed to copy my playstyle and hit the greats. That's not part of the program. So do hit perfect. Don't try to play like me. It's really unsatisfying. Oh, it was in practice. Nice. You're just learning what not to do. Thank you, dumbass. I mean, Dumas. Appreciate you. Glad you're learning what not to do. Are you saying I'm playing what not to do? Rude. Rude. Okay, so on this hole 7, we needed a 59 flick slight, and we needed minus 0.01 from adjustment, and then we dropped. Oh, I hear you. You dropped it on your first count. Hit it great on your second count. Click the gray triangle in the guide. This here. What does that do? Oh. Oh, what is this? Oh, hey, it's a video of the shot. Oh, that's cool. How do you like that? That's pretty cool. Thanks. Negative 15 free to play first looks. Nice. Nothing wrong with that. All right. This play is a Franco shot on hole 8. We do need to go in and forfeit this hole. Yeah, I just saw that. That's so awesome. I had no idea there was a video that I could see without being in the Telegram chats. That's cool. All right, so let's swap balls. And let's forfeit this hole so we can move on to hole 8. All right, I feel pretty good here. We've gotten 3 through 7 per figured out, so we're making progress. Holes 1 and 2 are going to have to wait till tomorrow. All right. Oh, guys, I got to run. I'll be right back. I got to go to the restroom. 1 sec. All right, sorry about that. Drank too much water. Whew. All right, we got to get this wrapped up here. We got 2 holes left. I gotta stream my Q9s at 4 o'clock, and my wife is gonna be like, all you do is play Golf Clash, just giving me a hard time, you know. Okay, so we want a Top Spin Boost 10 Win 9. Let's see if I got that ball. I do. Okay. Oops, I got all my balls pinned still like a moron. Alright, here we go. There. Alright, there we go. And there we are. Okay. So, I have a bladder like a rock. Yeah, I know with Boris's they're in the Telegram, and you have to have that. You get access every season though. I mean, and the videos are always there. It doesn't bother me to have to go to Telegram to look at the video, but this is really cool. I've never seen this where I could just click a link in the guide and go right to the video. That's pretty dope. Okay, so wait a minute. Win 9 plus. So, let's read through this shot before I attempt it with the wrong ball. So here's what he says. Apocalypse P6 max stretch, right side of the red ring to the rough fairway. All the top spin boost, one right spin. We're pushing up to max. And then we're outer wall left curl, max OP. So it's going to be shaky. He says in the notes, best balls to use are a P10 Win 10, like the Rogues or Sunset. And if you don't have that, use the Superdome. So he says it's an aggressive drive with max top spin boost and always pushing to max after adjust. There's always a possibility of being stuck in the rough. If this happens, check the info box. There's a third info box that says stuck in the rough, max top spin, no boost, ball guide through the hole, adjust 5% of the wind. Boom. Easy peasy. So it sounds like all of our options are pretty much laid out for us here. Slider is P10 plus 15 for no spin. So we'll put that in our app just in case. And let's see what we got for P10 top spin boost 10. I got 2 of those. 3 of those. 36 of those. I just bought those. Let's do that ball. Okay, so we got both options. We got the Win 9. The Win 10 will obviously have the slowest needle. So we'll go with the Win 10. Let's get rid of that Win 9. All right. So this is going to be shaky. We're going to want to really focus on hitting perfect. Outside wall max curl, our max OP. The way I do it is I go and I add the curl, then I pull straight down. That seems to work best for me. So practice. Check out other streamers when I get time. Yeah, I'm gonna. I checked out Pinky. He had I watched one of his streams because he's been helping me. He's a super nice guy. And his stream is cool. Way professional. Super awesome. Max top, one right. And he's a way better player than I am. So, probably better content. Let's see here, 8-5. And then we're pushing to max. So line it up in a straight line there. Push up to max. And then we're doing outer wall and max OP. And we want to hit perfect. There we go. And okay. So we didn't quite get out of the rough. What was I didn't remember the wind. I bet you, since we're pushing the max anyway, that Win 9. No, wait, that's a headwind. So headwind, never mind. I'm a liar. Okay, so we missed. All right. So I want to give it one more try. I think we could. I think for sure we can get out of that rough. It might be a little dependent on the wind speed. The higher the wind, the less likely we'll make it out of the rough, maybe. But we could add more right curl to bounce further right, because you saw how that came up by the sand trap there. That's a thinner part of the rough on that side of the shot. So that could be a possibility. Oh, thanks, David. I appreciate you, man. Oh, you play with Pinky and Tarts? Nice. Nice. Appreciate the compliment, David. I'm not saying I'm bad. I'm just learning. You know, these guys that have... Pinky's been on stream for years. He has hundreds of videos. I mean, I went to Franco's channel yesterday to check out his stream, and he has 3,700 subscribers. I'm like, yeah, we're definitely not there yet. But we're working on it, dang it. We're gonna keep going. All right. Max stretch, red to the right, fairway rough line, swapping balls, doing the thing. So, red right there, swapping balls. Okay, 7.3 is a pretty low wind. I think we should be all right. Here we go. 7.3. And we're going to push up. And there we go. And we're going to go outer wall. And then straight down the max. We're going to try to hit perfect again. See what happens. And we hit perfect twice in a row. I am on a freaking roll. Yes, I am. All right, we got... With that camera angle, we might be staying in the rough. No, we got out. Nice. Okay, so I told you, I think it depends heavily on the wind. I think if we had a higher wind, we should add half more right spin. Because I think that would take us over here to this part of the rough here a little more. And I think that might be better. That's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. Look at that. 3 perfects in a row. Why wasn't I doing this earlier? It's like all of a sudden I'm a perfect king, hitting perfects left and freaking right. Y'all don't know about it. All right. Oh, thanks, man. That's a big compliment. Thank you. I appreciate you. I've been playing for a while. About 7 years, but I didn't take it seriously to begin with, obviously. I really just like played tour and thought the point of the game was to finish all the tours. I didn't realize that there was the devil waiting after tour 9 that was going to come and ruin my game for me, which was all of you jerks. My first account, I ended up rage deleting, and before I made my Nibby account, because I was so sick of losing, and I had gone bankrupt because everybody just came and kicked my butt after tour 10. I also didn't know anything about tour jumping, didn't know anything about anything. I was new, and so it sucked. And so I had created my second account, and learned the ring system, started watching early videos, from Tommy, BK, Kennedy, a bunch of other guys, and started learning all that. And it just seemed like every time I learned something and then tried to get it down, then I had to add something else, like elevation, or second bounce wind effect, or this, or that, or this, or that. And I feel like it has taken so long to get here, and I don't even feel like I'm really that far. here. And that's not a put down, guys. I'm just saying I don't feel like I'm that far yet. And I mean, I'm doing good, and I'm happy with where I am. This next shot is going to take a setup with a P6, and then a top spin boost 4, side spin 4, win 10, 8 or better. I'm happy with where I'm at. I love that I'm growing. Finally starting to win some tournaments. Finally starting to feel like a real like I'm becoming a quality player. But it has taken it's been a long road. All right. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Yeah. I've been in the network for 4 years. I've been in Pantheon, for about 2.5. And today I posted my Boris dial-in card in chat, and all I heard was, "What happened on hole 7? What happened on hole 7? What happened on hole 7?" And I'm like, "What?" I said, "Guys, nobody even said good job. All you guys said was, 'What happened on hole 7, dumbass?'" And my president Brock goes, "You're not getting any more good jobs. You've been playing too well for too long now." I was like, nice. That's a family for you, right? Love those guys. All right, so the setup for this last shot, hole 9. Let me see, what were my notes for hole 8? Sorry. Yeah, hole 8 was just high wind. I'm gonna write this down. I didn't get to test it, but I'm gonna write it down in case it is helpful. High wind. Maybe more right spin to see if we can get through that thinner part of the rough. And other than that, as per guide. All right, hole 9. Okay, hole 9. Here we go. All right, last hole of the dial-in, and so it's a P6, no move target with a QB, 5 top, 1 right. We're going to swap to the APOC cat bag, and then we're going to adjust 1-to-1 and full right curl just before circle drop OP. I don't blame you. Most people would rather watch videos of Gracie than watch me, and I don't take offense to that. She's a beautiful dog and a wonderful friend, and I love her to death. She's everything to me. Next to my wife, of course. My wife's my best friend. She's amazing. All right. Let's get this done. I am ready. I got to get out here and eat something, a snack or something before my friggin' 4 o'clock stream. You're taking my time today. All right. Hole 9. QB, P6, no move target. 5 top, 1 right. Swap to the APOC cat. Adjust 1-to-1. Max right. Circle just before circle drop OP. We're going to try to go no precision on this. Because I don't want to waste any more balls. And did you notice something? I just swapped to the wrong bag. Okay. Let's see here. We are 8-3. And then we are max right. And just before circle drop OP. We're going to want to hit perfect. And I hit a great left. I think that was a double even. I don't know if that'll be safe. It may not. We may be in the rough. Sit. Okay, we're all right. 440. Target yards were 336 to 442. Okay, the check is the same place that we checked on Boris's guide. That's a plus 12. So the setup for this is we want the blue by the rough fairway, right? And then we want that. See that right above there? We want to give it all the top, all the right. And then we want to adjust based on our plus yardage. We were at 10, so it's -2. to the table. 7.7 is 7.7, so we're going to adjust 7.5. And then we need to give it max OP. And we hit perfect. Let's see if that drops. We didn't get the drop on Boris. This guy didn't even really get to try. And we missed right. Honestly, I don't think any of the two guides are set up necessarily for dialing in this albatross, to be fair. Because I'll give you an example why. Under personal tweaks on this shot from Paul, it says miss left in A, miss right in A. There's no personal tweaks for dropping this shot, which tells me this is more or less a safe eagle approach, which could mean that one of the better players could dial this in and from their own skill and knowledge and make this a drop that definitely wins the tournament. Hole 9, I'm going to put as per guide. Great left on drive. Safe. All right, we got our notes for holes 3 through 9. We're going to come back tomorrow. We're going to play this and take the legal and run on this hole with the headwind. Yeah, I agree. That's what I was thinking. All right, we are going to take our notes from this. We're going to come back here tomorrow morning, 8:30 a.m., and we're going to put this guide back in practice. We're going to put down put down some shots, get ourselves on the qualified list for the OR. I appreciate you guys all coming out. Thank you so much. Thanks for subscribing to the channel. If you haven't subscribed, please do. We love to have you. If you are capable and able and feel like it, we have our donation stuff up there. Would help with guides and balls and all that stuff. It's not necessary. I would appreciate it if you can. Don't feel pressure. We're a new channel, so we're just getting going. We will be back on in 45 minutes. Thank you guys. I will go watch the shots tomorrow when we actually do it live. I got to be back on in 45 minutes for Q9 stream. Thank you guys. Thank you for the compliments. Thank you for the conversation. Thank you guys for interacting. I love that. We'll see you guys at 4 if you want to come around for Q9 fun. We're playing all 28 and we're trying to go see if we can beat our record of 17 wins. You guys have a wonderful